You get started. This is
Uh,
your ball game.
oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, Heavens Jewels. This is Sierra, the chain breaking Cinderella, your favorite Mary Kay girl, you, and your favorite Christian freedom life coach. I am here with my friend, my beautiful friend, Miss Melissa, who works with me as we go through this journey of health and fitness with Plexus. We just wanted to record a quick little video to introduce to you guys more about Plexus and their supplements that have helped me lose weight and just become a better version of myself as we go into preparing for Cinderella's makeover for my armored Cinderellas. So Cinderella's Makeover is a 60-day inside and out beauty challenge. On day 27 through 29, we will do something called what I like to call the Esther Fast or the Plexus Resets. It's a 3-day fast, a nutritionally supported fast at that. And I just wanted to share more about the reset and the Plexus products with you guys so that you know what you're signing up for. Miss Melissa, can you tell us more about Plexus?
Yeah, I am so excited about just what you're doing and what it looks like. So, guys, let me just tell you real quick. First and foremost, I hope I get to meet all of y'all at some point. It would be super cool. I absolutely love Sierra, and we have known each other for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 3 years.
We've grown up together. Well, I'm older. I've watched her grow up.
Nobody would know. Nobody would know.
So it's super, super fun. But let me just tell you real quick. Plexus Worldwide is the original. We're really proud of saying this. We are the original gut health company. And so everything that we do is that we know that all illness, every little health issue that you have, seriously starts at the gut. That's your epicenter. And so we focus on gut health, inflammation, hormone health, and brain health. That's another thing I want you to know. Gut health is fully connected to hormone health. Gut health is fully connected to brain health. So mental health, clarity, depression, anxiety, stress, sleeplessness, all of those things. From a hormone standpoint, is premenopause, birth control, PCOS, infertility, like all those areas, menopause and beyond. So that is our space and we're excellent at it. And it so aligns for me in regards to my relationship with Christ and what I believe that he's called us to do, which is to steward this life. And he
Amen.
says in scripture, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your strength. And we
Amen.
need to learn what that looks like to steward well. So we're a plant-based natural products, to take these, to use them to strengthen our body, strengthen our immune system, which brings mental clarity. We still have to learn how to capture our thoughts and take them captive. But to come to a place where we are mentally balanced is a really big deal to make decisions that the Lord has called us to make. And so, seeing all that, Sierra's going, okay, we're going to
Ah,
church. I see her
amen.
moving. So, I want you to know that about who we are. And do you want me to share about the products right now, Sierra?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
going to just share real quick, and then I want Sierra. I'm actually going to share about one product, and then I'll go to some others. But Sierra told you about the 3-day fast that she wants you to do with her as part of her program with the Cinderella. So it is called, for us, it's called for y'all Esther, the Esther Fast. For us, it is our product, and everything we do is a tool to better you. So that's how I want you to see it, but it's called Reset. So this is it. It comes in this really cool orange box. I can't wait for you to hear Ciara's story because I want her to share that with you. But I just kind of want you to see it's super, super cool. It comes with all 3 days, and I've got markings on mine because every time I do it, I write everything down.
That's
But it
good.
comes in 3 days that you just pull out, and y'all might have seen her talk about this. She talks about this every time she does a reset. And she has some reels on it. So if you haven't seen it, go watch her reels.
I'll
But
watch them.
anyway, that's right. Every day one, day two, and day three. And it's got everything that you do so that you remember. Now, I've already done this one, so there's nothing inside. but everything is seriously in this box. And if you're super busy, this is what I want you to hear. You can take it with you, which
Yes.
is really cool. Everything is just an add water. It's a box of add water if you need water. And
Right.
so what I love about it is that I remember whenever I first started doing it, and I did it for 10 months straight. I did it once a month for 10 months, and now I do it probably once a quarter. But I had to set my alarm. So I would set my alarm for every 2 hours. I was not hungry
Oh
because
my God.
the way that they set it up for you to, most everything is a drink. You get a protein shake, which is delicious. You get a protein bar. You get hydrate, slim, restore, and active. You get 4 drinks. So it's super, super cool. And then you get 2 soups that are collagen soups. And this is what I want you to hear as well. Some people get really concerned about fast because they're like, I don't know if I can do a fast. I've never done it. It's not a water fast. It's not a juice fast. It is a nutritionally supported fast, which means that it has 68 grams of protein in it. So you're not going to lose muscle. So it has protein in it that comes from broth and collagen and things like that. So it's going to make your skin better. It's going to help with digestion. That's right. That's right. You're so gorgeous.
Thank
So
you.
you are. You're just like so beautiful. So I wanted you to hear about that. But before I tell you about the other products, I really would love for Sierra to talk about Reset because she did this, I think about a year ago, and then she's done 2 more. Can you
Yes.
just share a little bit about, I know each time that you did it, you felt a little bit different. And I would
Yeah.
love for you to talk a little bit about that.
Well, you know what I was actually gonna say, let's talk about the other products because that's how I started with Plexus.
Okay, perfect.
So I wanna start from the beginning and
Okay,
how I got into Reset.
awesome. That's awesome. So you started on the gut health products. This is our core flagship. Pretty much anybody that comes to me, Melissa, I want to lose weight. Melissa, I have autoimmune disorders. Melissa, I have migraines. Melissa, I have PCOS or I have female things going on. I literally start them all at the root, which is our gut health. And
Mm.
so with that, you get 3 products. You get the Slim. This is the hunger control. And this is actually what it looks like. This is the tea. We have iced tea. We have all different
Oh my
flavors.
gosh,
Super
it is
good.
so good.
It is so good. So this is the iced tea one. I just finished drinking mine, but it comes in this big little bag for 30 days. And then you also get BioCleanse, y'all. This is so good. It's an oxygenator. It oxygenates your system. A couple of things I want you to really hear about this. Number one, it has lots of really good magnesium. We're all magnesium deficient.
Hmm.
And it also has vitamin C and other things, but the synergy of those working together is really big. The thing that I want you to hear is for our skin to get better, like we need for our cells to turn over
Yes,
for healing.
yes,
So it takes, up to 90 days for our bodies to begin to heal and for cells to turn over and rebirth. This is a really big deal of this. It also just regulates you. So a lot of people are either highly constipated or they're highly not, which is IBS.
right.
Either way, doesn't matter which way you are, this literally brings you to a
Right.
healthy
Oh
spot.
my gosh.
So that's a really big deal. And then this is our ProBio 5. It's a probiotic. It has antifungal on it, only one in the market that has an antifungal. Why is that important? Whenever we're talking about gut health, you have to get rid of the bad bacteria and populate with the good.
Yes,
Our bodies have so much bad. It's called candida overgrowth. And you can like even Google candida overgrowth or
yes,
gut health, whatever your issue is, weight loss or gaining weight, migraines, autoimmune, anything. And you're going to see how those work together.
yes.
This was the powerhouse. I have 4 autoimmune disorders. This was the powerhouse that made me symptom free because
Amen.
I didn't understand that even autoimmune, I didn't know that it was even connected to gut health
Mm.
until I started doing the research and people started sharing with me. So that's where we start is with those
Yeah.
products. And that's where you started.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
where I started. I was, I had newly given my life to Christ. I went through a breakup out of an abusive relationship. and I ended up homeless. I was homeless for a couple of years, and in that struggle of having to go through child support with my child's father, my ex-abuser,
Mhm.
I ended up gaining over 40 pounds. It just seems like I just blew up overnight. I stopped breastfeeding and I just gained all this weight, right? So here I am in a homeless shelter. I'm underemployed. I'm just going through it. I'm a single mom. And I was just not comfortable. I couldn't keep up with my daughter. And I'm 4'11". So 40 pounds was a lot. I
Mhm.
was obese. I have reached the mark of obesity. But anywho, I met this lovely lady here, Miss Melissa, who introduced me to Plexus. And first, I struggled with, okay, how am I going to afford these products? How am I going to do this? And God made a way. And this is how I know that Plexus is anointed. And this is why I'm including this in Cinderella's makeover, because I believe that God is an advocate for it. But so I I was using these products, the TriPlex Combo, for about maybe a year, Miss Melissa, a year, 2 years. I want to say maybe a year.
Wow.
And I lost so much weight.
And
Yeah,
felt so
felt
good.
so good. My energy levels had risen. My skin cleared up. I fit better into my clothes. Like at this time while I'm on recording, like I can't like off the top of my head, I can't tell you guys, but my confidence went up. I felt unstoppable. I finally was able to go back into the gym. The anxiety, the depression that I was battling with, the PTSD of after that breakup, after going through the abuse and stuff like that, like it started to subside. Like I was able to actually like believe and live out what I was reading in God's word um about anxiety and double-mindedness and depression, and I really um I I really want to say that Plexus is really what helped me find myself all over again.
I feel the same
Um
way. Yeah.
so yeah, and I went on to being an author,
Mhm.
a life coach, a YouTuber, and I believe these products is what gave me the clarity. Now I was fasting in those times as well. I was fasting in those times, but I wasn't doing the reset at that time.
Mhm.
So the triplex combo gave me clarity because it helped to reduce anxiety and depression and things of that. But when reset came into play, oh my gosh, reset changed my life literally 3 days. Now, when I fast, I either don't eat anything or just do a water fast,
Mhm.
right? But when I compare that next to the fast that I did with Plexus, the reset fast, the clarity is on an all-time high. I don't know what's in these products. I don't understand what it is, but and like she said, like Miss Melissa said, I do believe that it's tied to the gut. When we talk about spiritual stuff, when God tells us to seek his righteousness,
Mhm.
like spirits, demonic entities like to sit in our gut,
Mhm.
right? So as we are cleaning out our bodies and we're praying and we're fasting, then the Lord was just giving me new clarity. The first time I did it was in May 2023. And I was trying to go into the military, but I had hit a plateau with my weight. I could
Mhm.
not lose 2 inches, y'all. 2 inches was all I needed in order for me to be enlisted into the military, but I could not lose it. And so I did this 3-day reset and I ended up going into I go to enlist, but you know, them having to do the physical, I just knew that I wasn't going to pass the height and weight. They have to like measure your waist. And I knew I wasn't going to pass it because there's no way I can lose 2 inches overnight, right? And I've measured myself before I did it and before I went to the physical. And I sat in that office and I prayed, y'all. I prayed. This was the day after the 3-day fast, and I prayed and I said, Lord, I don't know how you're gonna do it. I have no idea how you're gonna do it, but I know that you're calling me to do this. And so you're gonna have to make a way. And literally, y'all, I believe the Lord sent his angels to blind the lady that was measuring me. She was calling out all the wrong numbers. And here I am in the military. And just so much more. He gave me so much clarity on my businesses. This is how the idea of the Cinderella's makeover, the 10-day heart detox, like all of that came from May 2023, when I did the Plexus the first time. My second time was in January, or no, December, like after Christmas, um, December 2023. And I was going through a divorce at that time. Well, actually, I had just got divorced. And I ended up doing the Plexus, and I got really sick on day 3 and got really sick on day 3, and I ended up going to the hospital, which was weird because I don't usually get sick, right? I now looking back on that, I realized that was the Lord purging me of the soul ties and everything from that marriage. And and it just so happened that around that same time I met my new husband, my current husband. And and once again, God gave me the idea of the 21 days of intentionally investing into I. So
Mhm.
once more, and there was more clarity and there was more progression in my business and my ministry. I ended up getting promoted 2 times after this fast.
Wow.
I enlisted into the military as a private, as a E1, and within 6 months, and after the 3-day reset, I became a specialist in E4. I just like jumped up a couple of of promotions. And then the third time was recently in August,
Mhm.
August of 2024, and it's beautiful. It's like the reset along with my 21 days of intentionally investing into I helped me to just be cleansed and purged of all the residue, the heartbreak, the trauma, the PTSD, the anxiety, the depression of that divorce. And also more clarity. Now God has given me the answer and showing me how to bring all of these challenges that he was giving me over time, how to bring it all into to one, to make the Cinderella's makeover, the 60-day inside and out beauty challenge. And so here I am, um it's just clear skin, clear mind, clear gut. Like I couldn't feel any worse. I was going to my doctor here about depression and anxiety, and I remembered I just felt this feeling that I needed to do a reset, and I did it, and all of a sudden I don't need to go see the doctor anymore. Like I just realized, you know what? This anxiety and depression and things that I'm feeling is because I'm not intentionally investing into I, and I'm not doing what I know works for me.
Mhm.
So, and doing this reset really helps you to remain accountable of your diet, of your health. Once you do this fast and you feel clean, you absolutely feel like you have just reset. Like God is giving you a new reset on life. And now you're like, you get convicted when you're going to go get a burger and you know, hey, I have goals.
Mhm.
I said at the beginning of this year, I made goals that I want to be fit, that I want to be healthy, but I just did this reset. There's no way why I do a reset and and saying just fill my body back up with junk. So um it's a really beautiful um program that God has given me, and I couldn't think of any other supplements than Plexus to include in this program.
Yeah. I love your story.
Thank
It's
you.
incredible. It's incredible. I just feel like you just continue to grow, and God's called you into some incredible territory.
Yes.
And it's so beautiful. So, guys, this is what I want you to hear, and we can close out. Is that, a couple of things. And in fact, just listening to Sierra, I was like, okay, for the month of September, if you join with Sierra of getting these products, and you would get them through her. So we can give you the information so that you can actually go ahead and get your products. But I'm going to do a $10 off special. You're already going to be getting a 10% off this month. And then I'm going to do $10 on top of that
Oh,
for
wow.
anybody that goes ahead and gets your products in the month of September. So I want you to hear that first and foremost. The big thing that we
Thanks,
would love,
Melissa.
yeah.
I was saying thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just listening to you going, okay, I want these women on these things, knowing your story. And one thing that you said was you knew that you were going to figure out a way to make it work. And I
Yes.
think when we get to the place of understanding, one thing that I always want women to know, well, not just women, I focus on women, and this is why, because women are the atmosphere of the home. Women are influencers of their spouse. And when the woman is healthy and well, it changes the atmosphere of a home.
You better
I
say that.
say and believe that it changes the generations of your children to come because when they have a mom that feels happier, has clarity, has energy, has the ability to give to the child, versus maybe being too tired, too grumpy, maybe jumps out with frustration. And that changes everything for the child to be able to go, I feel loved, I feel seen, I feel like my mom is present.
Oh my God.
I'm
You know,
always speaking to the mama first.
I'm so sorry. I have to include this. Literally, just the other day, a couple of days ago, I was taking my bio cleanse and my pro bio, and I was, drinking my slim drink. And Mariah, my daughter, was like, "Mommy, you haven't done plexus in a long time."
Wow.
And like she recorded it, so I'm gonna share that with y'all. But she
Oh, that's
recorded it.
cool.
And she was like, Do they have kid products?" And I was like, "Yeah, they have kid products." And
Wow.
I was explaining to her about how much junk is in the processed foods that we eat and how kids deal with ADHD and things like that and
Right.
how that helps. And she was like, "I remember I used to drink some."
Mhm.
So that made me realize, like, oh my God, like she's really watching. Like,
She's watching and she sees that you feel different.
yes. Oh my
Those
gosh.
kiddos, they just know, they know. So that's so important. So my point being is when we come to the realization that the way that we spend our money, so you might in the middle of the day think that you need a Diet Coke or a coffee, or you stop at the gas station and get chocolate because you think if I just have a Snickers, it's going to make me feel better, which actually probably in about 30 minutes you crash, right?
Right.
If you realize the money that you're spending there, the free product is $3 a day.
Hmm.
You're spending that versus something else. And the other thing I want you to hear is that once you get started, you don't miss the something else. You really don't. Because
Yeah.
once you start
Yeah.
getting your gut healthy, you actually, without thinking, eat differently
Yeah.
because your body starts craving differently. I mean,
Yeah.
I ate M&Ms every single night before I went to bed, pre-plexes. And it was a habit, and I would break out the colors and I would read my book before I went to bed and eat different colors. I'd eat all the greens and then all the reds. So crazy stuff until the point of I don't crave it. And then I realized it was just habitual and I had to
Hmm.
break the habit. That
Amen.
all of a sudden I was like, my body doesn't think that it has to have it, but I wanted to do it because it was part of my routine. So then I had to learn to break the habit because I didn't want it. So
Oh
it's
my
really
God.
interesting to watch the process. So I want you to know that. I want you to think about, okay, how can I just use my money differently? Because in the end, you save on groceries because you don't get the junk. That's in the end. I'm not telling you to quit doing anything. I'm telling you it will happen naturally.
Yes. Yes, that's
Um,
true.
and yeah, and then the other thing, and I've shared this, I always want women to hear this because I have a lot that get started that think I want to spend this money, but I also need to replenish this money. And you get a referral link. Everyone who signs up with Sierra, you actually get a referral link as part of your signing up. So when you share that referral link, you get bonuses or you get free product. You get to choose, do I want a free product or do I want money? And so I want you to know those things because when Sierra said, I found a way, I knew I had to find a way. it made me think about that because there you have options. You have
Right.
options.
Yeah.
So,
And
anything else that you want to
I just,
share?
yeah, I just want to clarify. I didn't find a way. God made a way.
I love that.
He absolutely made a way. I can't even like just the testimonies of how God would like have someone give me money, or he would like reorganize my budget. Like he
Yeah,
would reconstruct my budget, because it is absolute, he knows,
that's right.
right? We're not just spiritual beings. He knows that we live naturally too. There's a scripture that says that um Matthew 7:11, I believe, where it says, he's a good father. If evil people can give their children good
Right,
gifts, you know what I'm saying, then how much
right,
more would he give us,
right.
right? He knows what the Gentiles need. So why wouldn't he give it to us? Right. So we see people that's living in the world, and they're just flourishing with their bodies. They're healthy and all of that. Like, why wouldn't God want that for us
Right,
as well? He
right.
knows that if we are tired, if we're drained, we're depressed, we got anxiety, then we can't be used
It's
by
by
him.
him to the
Right.
highest ability. Right.
Look, they go hand in hand. He
They
will make a
do.
way. Pray about it.
Yeah. I love you so much. I still remember because you and I talked on the phone the first couple of times, and you were like, I don't know. I know I need it. I don't
Yes.
know how I'm gonna. Yeah, I still remember those conversations because I so fell in love with you, just your sweet
Mhm.
voice and your convictions, and that you wanted to live for Christ and you wanted to feel your best for Mariah and yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
You wanted to turn things around.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all. Okay, this is what I want you to hear, and then we're gonna stop. Is if you have any questions, you got your girl. She will answer anything for you. If she doesn't have the answers, she's got me. We will answer everything. If you want to know how to get started immediately and get the discounts that we're talking about, just reach out and let Sierra know that you want to do that, and we will take care of you in that way as well. I love getting to see you, Sierra.
I love it. I love seeing you too.
Yeah, we will talk soon. And guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you. Bye.